Attention to detail, passion, and altitude. That's what it takes to run the highest restaurant in the UK. You know, there are the logistical issues that we have being 64 hours up, but that comes down to organization. Any produce we need in the door, it's in way ahead of time. Hi, I'm James Goodyear. I'm the Executive Head Chef here at Restaurant Gordon Ramsay High. And today we are here at 22 Bishopsgate. So let's go through and see our restaurant. So this is Restaurant Gordon Ramsay High. Obviously we've got a beautiful chef's table here. So we are 12 seats. And it has the most incredible views of London. Obviously you can see all over Canary Wharf. It's quite sort of breathtaking. Special thing about our chef's table here is obviously we look out to the view. We have our special seats which can swivel. So they sit looking directly at the view, and then they can turn around and look at our kitchen as well. This is our kitchen. So today I'm incredibly excited to be showing you a couple of the dishes that we are serving here at Restaurant Gordon Ramsay High as part of our carte blanche menu. So this is some of the produce we're going to be serving today. So we're going to start with some lovely Seabream. Comes from Cornwall, we use flying fish, amazing quality product. We've aged it slightly so it gets nice and firm. We're going to be serving it sashimi style today. And then we're just going to start preparing the fish. So I think Seabream works very well for sashimi. It's got a lovely layer of fat on it as well. So it sort of really holds up. And it's fantastic for the dish that we're going to be serving it in. We're just going to remove the head. Makes it a little bit easier to fillet, and I like to remove the tail as well. And then we're just going to go down the back of the fish. So as close to the bone as we can get. I like to keep the ribs on. This bit here, we're just going to take the rib bones out. Again, not taking much of the fish off itself. And then we're going to remove the little pin bones. We don't want the skin on this, so we're just going to skin the fish nice and smooth. Not really using the knife, using the sharpness of it. So now we're going to take these fillets and we're going to cure them in a mix of salt and sugar. That'll take 10 minutes. We're going to pat it nice and dry. And when it's lovely dry, we're going to serve it, slice it, almost like a sashimi. Turn into a little rose, and we brushed that with a roasted kombu, so kelp oil. Serving it inside a tartlet, and we're using a buckwheat crepe. So it's a pine nut caramelized cream. We take 2 parts of cream. One has been reduced, it's just really lovely and thick. And then the other part, we split it. So you caramelize lactose parts of the cream. We're gonna place our bream just on top as well. So it's seasoned and dressed. And we get it inside our tart. Nice bit of height. Toasted pine nuts, again a bit more texture. And I really like the combination of pine nuts and our fish as well. Got some beautiful green sorrel. Lisa at Mrs. B's sends us a beautiful variety of herbs and flowers. Got some sweet Sicily as well. Chive curls. And then we'll finish it with some seasonal flowers. Some calendulas today. And coriander today. Just going to serve it on top of some buckwheat.
Along with the canapé, we have a beautiful rosé from Henri Girard. This is his Fruit de Chêne, which is aged initially in small oak barrels, then blended with a little bit of reserve wine from Solera, giving this incredible richness and depth, beautiful nutty savory notes, and that's going to go beautifully with the Seabream tartlet here.
Moving on to here, we've got some lobsters from Dorset, South Coast, incredible product. Just like to introduce our senior sous chef, Michelin, this guy here. So he's a fantastic chef, spent 4 years at Restaurant Gordon Ramsay, working alongside Matt Abbé. And Michelin today is going to be preparing our lobsters. It's his favorite thing to prepare. He absolutely loves it, does it 3 times a week.
So now I'm dividing the claws from the heads. So we want to keep the tail for service, and we're going to use the claws for to do the side dish and a canapé as well. So we're going to dice it and put it through a mousse. Now I'm going to poach these lobster claws for 3 minutes in a bouillon. In these 3 minutes, we're going to finish prepping the lobster tails. Bring the tail to the spoon in, to keep them straight. Just take the coral out. Now we're going to poach the lobster for another 3 minutes. We're gonna take them out and cool it down. And when they're cool, we're gonna crack the shell up, prep them for service. Hold the tail, take it out. Now we're gonna put them in the fridge, open like this to get them dry. Take out the lobster claws, take this out and separate the claws to the knuckle. Extract the shell and take out the claws. So we want a nice dice, small dice for the canapé. We got a lobster tart. So we want a very precise dice.
So Adam is one of our chef's parties here, and Adam's in charge of all that garnishes and herbs here, and he's just going to be making a sauce for our lobster.
So it's a twist on a Spanish soup called Ayo Blanco, whole almonds, and then a rich vegetable stock called Bechnage, Colombina olive oil, very fruity olive oil, touch of sherry vinegar just to give it that acidity, season with salt, and the last part is a touch of almond syrup, bring a nice sweetness, very rich almond. 2 cloves of garlic that have been blanched just to take away any rawness, straight on full speed. We're going to freeze it down in a Paco jet container. Then we're going to packetize it 3 times to make it ultra smooth. And then once that's frozen down, packetized, it's ready to serve tableside on a lobster dish.
Now we're going to be moving on to our lobster serving. We're going to start here with our lobster itself. And this oil is made from the roasted lobster shells themselves, infused with a bit of spices in there as well. We're just going to cut it in half. And then we're just going to plate that. We've got our lobster claws. You saw them being prepared earlier. We diced them and then we mixed them into a mousse. Used a little bit of scallops in there as well. Seasoned it with some lovely chives, shallots and fresh lemon wrapped in courgettes. And then on top, we have a puree of courgettes. And then it's been garnished with some seasonal herbs, beautiful purple basil, green basil, and a bit of mint, give some freshness as well. So we're serving with 2 different sauces. A sauce Américaine, very classic sauce used at Restaurant Gordon Ramsay. And it's got the roasted lobster shells just infused into there as well. So every single part is being utilized. Very important to us what we're doing here. And we serve that on the left-hand side. And our second sauce today is the one which Adam prepared earlier. So it's our ajo blanco, made with some lovely almonds. And here we have our dish. So native lobster with courgettes, almonds, and sauce Américaine. Just like to introduce you to Alberto, our chef de partie here.
Hello.
And he's known as Magic Hands because of his ability with the bread.
So here we have a Parker House roll. It's made from a rich dough. It's very similar to a brioche. This time we flavored it with a selection of roasted grains. So the first thing I do with the bread, I need to divide it in equal balls of 34 to 36 grams each. Right, so what we do next, we roll it the first time to certain sort of shape the bread. Then we roll it twice to make sure that the surface is completely smooth and to a perfect round shape. Here we have a Parker House roll ready to be proofed.
So here we have our bread, going to be brushed with some lovely butter and honey. We get a lovely sticky crust around the outside. The idea with our bread is we like almost like a tear and share bread. Well, it's a real focal point of what we do here. We're gonna bake it just before service. We've been open since February, so we've been open just over 6 months now. Overwhelmingly, it's just been an incredible experience. To be able to be in this setting every single day is quite special. You know, to be working alongside Gordon, Matt Abe as well, just to have this input and the trust from those, those 2 phenomenal chefs is, it's quite awe-inspiring really, so don't take that for granted. The idea for this originated at Restaurant Gordon Ramsay with Matt Abe and Gordon when we were sort of working on our menu here. We wanted to take that inspiration of the bread serving they do at the moment at Restaurant Gordon Ramsay. So we adjusted our recipe very slightly and we're very, very proud of our product that we have now. We're gonna serve it with a butter. So we've made our own, almost like cultured butter, and it's been infused with some heather, which we lightly smoke. And inside we're gonna put a grilled heather honey Over here, we've got our main course for today. We have some beautiful squab pigeons from France, and we're going to be preparing them. We utilize all the different parts of the pigeon. It's incredible. We don't want to waste any part of it, and we're going to be smoking it over juniper. So now we're going to plate our pigeon. So we're going to start with our pigeon leg. We've confit, beautiful and tender. The meat just falls off the bone. Nice caramelized skin, and we're covering it with amaranth, a lovely seed, and we're just going to finish it with some sorrel and chives. So we serve this almost as a side piece. We're going to start with a cream we've made from cep mushrooms. So fantastic autumn mushroom, almost like a mushroom balsamic from a reduction of a mushroom stock with some vinegars in there. Wild garlic capers, which we preserved over the summer. Different varieties of alliums as well, so chives and some allium flowers. And today we're serving it with a variety of berries, again seasoned with some beautiful vinegar. And then we're going to take the offal from the pigeon. We've got the hearts and the livers. We caramelize it, turn it into a ragu, mixed with a remillage of the bones from the pigeon. And we've got some fresh herbs and shallots in there as well, just to finish, with some sherry vinegar. And our pigeon breast itself is just going to sit on that. Got that beautiful delicate smoke just permeating the flesh from the pigeon. And that's our dish, ready to be sauced tableside. And we are finishing it tableside with a sauce of the pigeon bones, finished with preserved white currants and pickled blackcurrant leaves. It's our pigeon with wild mushrooms, berries and smoked juniper. So now we're going to move on to our main dessert, our final dish of the night. And today we have some beautiful figs. They are Provence figs. End of the season, so they're incredibly sweet and ripe. And it's one of my favorite products. And the idea with this dish is we like to utilize all the different parts of the fig. It's just an incredible product. Main feature is the fig itself. We're sort of poaching them in a syrup with some spices in there as well. A bit of fragrance with lemon, star anise, cinnamon and cardamom. So it's very, very gently spiced, not overpowering the actual flavor of the fig. We're serving it alongside iced parfait, and it's made from toasted vanilla and fermented rice. So the idea of this is we like the savouriness to cut through the richness of the fig. On top of the fig, we're going to dress it with verjus, red verjus, lovely sort of fragrance and elegance to it. We're going to serve it with some lovely seasonal herbs. So we've got some amazing oxalis, a red sorrel, nice pops of citrus and acidity as well. It's a very elegant style of dessert. We've made a caramel, and it's been flavoured with miso and vanilla. And then the star of the dish is a sauce which we've made from the leaves from the fig tree. So incredible, beautiful flavor with a base of coconut in here as well. And we're going to pour this tableside. Here we have our fig dessert. It's a poached and candied fig with a toasted vanilla and rice parfait with miso caramel and a fig leaf and coconut sauce. So this is our final serving. It's our Petit selection, served in 3 parts. So we're going to start here with a classic egg custard tart. So we filled it with a custard of sauterne and saffron. Just got a lovely aroma. Our second one today is a jelly, and we've got some amazing blood peaches. So cook them down into a puree, and then we turn them into a little jelly, almost like a pâte de fruits. Nice coating of a lavender sugar for our peach jelly. And finally is our chocolate crunch. So it's a staple which they serve at Restaurant Gordon Ramsay. So we've got layers of chocolate and caramel, and we've changed the flavor. Got some beautiful Iranian pistachios on top, and we're finishing it with sea salt and grinds of coffee. So that's our Petit selection for this evening. Gordon is heavily involved in everything we do here at Restaurant Gordon Ramsay High. You know, from the very get-go, he's been involved in sort of our creating menu, the way we go about the design, the process, the information he has, and the way he shares and delegates that out is incredible to watch. And I feel sort of very, very lucky, very privileged to be able to work for him and alongside him. Success means to me, our guests. We have 12 guests every single night, and our full focus is able to go on that. So just to be able to have the ability to focus on that is an incredible opportunity for us. And we just want our guests to take away how much we care about what we're doing and how proud we are